Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. This is my first video setting up, so just bear with me. At the moment I'm just taking off the driveshaft and the front left-hand side wheel bearing on my brother-in-law's Kia Carnival. It's a 3.8 V6 Carnival. So we'll see what happens with this. It's got quite an aggressive knock-in from the front when you're driving. Sorry about that, plane just going over. Okay, so all I've done at the minute is taken off these two 13mm bolts that are holding the caliper on. Taking that off, and there's a little 10mm bracket there that holds a pipe. So just going to get some carry hangers for that caliper. Do right there. Alright, so just going to hang up the caliper now so it doesn't dangle there and break the brake line. Just hook that around, just stick it out the way on the back of the spring. Just a couple of 17mm bolts that is holding the carrier on. All I've got here is just 17mm ratchet spanner, just so I can take that top bolt off because it's hitting against the just want to whip that top bolt off there. It's actually hitting against one of the bolts for the hub, so the other one's fine, I can get that out. Two 17mm bolts. That's the carrier undone. There's two screws that hold in, that secure in the brake disc to the hub. So give these a knock. Just free everything up a little bit. Then when you get a screwdriver on there, come off nicely. Sometimes it's a pain in the arse, you might have to drill them, but these are not too bad. Just don't use that, it's just some sort of spacer there that goes on the rim. All I'm doing now, I don't know if you can see that from up there, but all I'm doing now is just removing the split pin on the bottom of the track rod end, so I can get that off. It's just one little split pin, just normally just goes in the bottom of the bolt. So I believe that's 17mm. Not a 17mm, is actually a 19. 19 mil, so Undoing. Leave the bolt on the bottom of the thread so you can tap the hub and just knock off the track rod end as well. But leave the bolt on the end so you can don't damage the threads. So that popped off there. What I did there, yeah, was just hit on the casing, just to pop that out. So that's out of the way. That ball joint's seen better days, isn't it? Yeah, why is that for him? As you can see there, look. That ball joint, there's no resistance at all, it's just rattling around all over the place. That won't do it much good. Inner tie rod end's not too bad. So now then we'll just take off this, I think 35mm hub nut, because we're going to be replacing the drive shaft anyway. So yeah, it's just 35mm deep impact socket on there, and I have got a gun, I haven't broke it off yet, so yeah, no dramas. So the hub nut's actually not in too bad shape. It hasn't been staked. Someone hasn't staked it quite enough. It wasn't even making contact with the top of the drive shaft there, as you can see. It's just come off. And in fact, I'm starting to think maybe that was loose. There was no sort of staking here whatsoever, and it was sort of the hub nut had been staked, but it was back of it. It wasn't in the dent, so I'm thinking was the hub nut left loose. Anyway. As you can see, I just rocked the hub. The bush is alright. Maybe a bit perished, but it's not split or hasn't dropped through or anything, so it's not too bad. Show you there. 319mm bolts holding in the wheel bearing, and it's a tripod type, so it should just be them 3 bolts, and then the whole bearing assembly comes as one. Hub and bearing will just pop out. New bearing. I'll just try it on the old drive shaft, make sure it's right, which it is, so that's good. And proceed knocking this motherfucker out. What I'm going to do is just clean up on the inside of the housing there, just to give it, it's a bit rough, so I'll just give it a bit of a smoother or wire brush. There you go then, so it's a lot better in there. The bearing mold should just go in nicely. So yeah, that is how it goes. The larger bit facing away from the caliper. Give a container a quick clean just in case some fluid drops out. Yeah. We'll see how stuck or not stuck the Driveshaft is. Ah, there's half of it. She's out. It's easy. Oh, there's too much fluid. Oh. That went a lot better than expected. So, just pop the new Driveshaft in there. So yeah, the new Driveshaft has gone in and it's seated. We did lose a bit of fluid down there, but that's alright, I'll put that back in the gearbox. And then yeah. But for now, let's get it all back together. Does come with a new hub nut as well, which is good. And you can just see up there on the outside of the Driveshaft what I've just fitted, there's like a line of grease, and that would indicate that it's coming out of the ball joint, the tripod joint on the inner Driveshaft head. So that's good. Alright, so new bearing, zoomed right in again. New bearing, new CV axle's been installed. I'm just going to put it back together in reverse order now of what I've taken it off. But if you enjoyed it, subscribe, hit the like button, and yeah, if there's anything else you'd like me to upload, put it in the comments. I did quite a lot of work on this car. This is the Kia Grand Carnival. Yeah. Cheers guys, thanks for watching my channel, and hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video.